this is What's Up 2190, and I don't usually film my videos live, but I mean, film myself. But seeing as Sega recently unveiled the tech demo for Sonic Boom at E3 a couple days ago, I thought I'd give my impressions of what they have so far. The game is going to be developed in sort of two different versions. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is going to be released for the Wii U, and Sonic Shattered Crystal is going to be released for the Nintendo 3DS. And the both games are going to kind of have two different storylines. There are things that I like about the game so far and things that I don't like. And what I say, it's my opinion. So don't feel like because this is what I say, you can't have your own opinion on it or whatever. But the things that I like about the game is that so far, based off of what I've seen, I did watch both the tech demo for Rise of Lyric for the Wii U and Shattered Crystal for the 3DS. And I don't have a Wii U, unfortunately, so I won't be able to get Rise of Lyric. But looks pretty cool. And the story for Rise of Lyric is that Lyric is the new bad guy for the series, and he's going to be working, I believe, with Dr. Eggman, or at least that's what the storyline says so far. To build an army of giant robots to take over the world, and now you're going to be playing as a Sonic, Amy Rose, Knuckles, and Tails to stop him. So it's kind of a traditional Sonic the Hedgehog storyline in the sense that you're trying to stop Dr. Eggman from taking over the world using robots. But they're adding a new bad guy, Lyric. And for the Nintendo 3DS version, the plot isn't going to be so much revolving around world domination as it is kidnap. The storyline for the 3DS version is that Lyric is going to kidnap Amy Rose, and now Sonic and Knuckles and Tails and then another new character they're adding to the series who is called Styx, the Jungle Badger. Sorry, I had to look that up for a minute. But he's going to be replacing Amy as a playable character in Shattered Crystal for the Nintendo 3DS. Now, most of the reviews I've read say that so far, Shattered Crystal looks like the superior game to Rise of Lyric because it doesn't have quite as many technical issues. That's what the reviews I've had have said. But once again, this game is only a tech demo. The game's not finished yet. So who knows what will happen between now and November when the game is due for release. The one thing I had to say, this game is taking the Sonic series in a new direction artistically because the characters look so different as to how they've looked before. And I'm a big Sonic fan, so Sonic has always been kind of tied with Mario for being my favorite video game series, and the things that bother me about Shattered Crystal is that for me personally, I'd rather be able to play as Amy Rose as being able to save as opposed to having to save her. And here's my reasons why I say that: because Amy Rose has gotten pretty mixed opinions as a character. Some can't stand her, some like her. For me personally, I kind of like her because I kind of like her gameplay style in most of her games, in most of the games she's in, and she's probably one of my favorite racers in a Sonic and All-Stars Racing, but what bothers me about her is that she has no personality whatsoever outside of flirting with Sonic. So in the Wii U version, I think it kind of looks like they're giving her a bit more personality, which for the 3DS version, I actually can't believe they did this. But the story is familiar, and I'll explain why. Because the story for that game is that, well, I've already told you, it's going to be Amy Rose getting kidnapped by an evil villain, and Sonic has to go save her. Now, does that sound, to all the Sonic fans out there, does that plot sound somewhat familiar? Yeah, that's because they're kind of rehashing the plot from Sonic CD, don't you think? But it's just all they're doing is just changing out the bad guy. This new guy, Lyric, is replacing Metal Sonic from that plot, from the Sonic CD plot. But once you rescue her in Shattered Crystal, she's probably just gonna. I mean, I hope they don't do this, but I get the feeling she's just gonna be like, oh. Be her typical self and be like, oh, Sonic, I love you so much. Oh, Sonic, please marry me. Sonic, you're my hero. Sonic, Sonic, Sonic. And she will just have made no advancements as a character. But I could be wrong. I hope I am. Because I would really like to see her evolve more in the series and sort of gain more respect from series fans. But it doesn't really look like it looks like, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails may possibly get a bit more personality too. So hopefully they'll take that in the right direction and not in the direction that will just annoy all the fans of the series. Because the thing is, with the last mainstream Sonic game, Sonic Lost World, it got pretty mixed reviews, and it didn't have near the commercial success of Sonic Generations because they tried to take things in a new direction in the wrong way, in my opinion. Because they tried to make it more like a Mario game when trying to mix Sonic speed in with exploration. And in this game, it looks like they're doing it a lot better, I think. But it's going to be more based around. It's going to be based a lot around sort of world exploration, and while using speed. But hopefully will work better than it did in Sonic Lost World, because while that game it wasn't terrible, but that game was it was so much more frustrating than fun, and I hope that that's not the case with Sonic Boom, because this game is unlike Sonic Lost World, really. This game is getting a lot of hype from gamers. It was originally announced back in February as the third and final game with Sega's exclusive agreement with Nintendo to only develop for Nintendo systems. Thus, I hope they end that with a great game, And I have to say, I think based off of what I've heard of the tech demo for the 3DS versus the tech demo for the Wii U, a lot of the people are saying that the 3DS version is actually so far the superior game to the Wii U version. So whatever reasons they have for believing that, I kind of hope that's true, because I don't, like I said, I may have said this before, but I don't have a Wii U, so I can only get the 3DS version. But I hope that it's great, because personally I thought that Sonic Generations for the 3DS was fantastic, but some people didn't like it, but whatever. So this Sonic Boom, it's going to be a TV series as well. I'm also kind of curious to see what they will incorporate from the TV series from the games, or what they will incorporate from the games from the TV series. Because the latest Sonic TV series, Sonic X, it had a lot of stuff from the games, like Amy getting kidnapped by a giant robot and being thrown in prison, and she has to break out with the help from a good robot or something. And I hope that they do a good job of pulling off the similarities while having their own differences, because if the TV series and the game tie in too much, then it's just like that could hurt the financial success of the franchise, because a lot of people, I think, could be like, why would I do both when I can just either watch the TV series or play the game and not do both? So, but with all that said, I think that I am excited for this game. From what I've seen in the tech demo, it looks pretty awesome. Uh, all the moves for all the characters are coming back, and Sonic's gonna have his super fast dash, and or whatever it's called, the one where like he runs really fast and he gets that his boost. That's what it's called. Amy is gonna have her hammer. Knuckles is going to. I've never actually played as Knuckles in the Sonic game, so I'm not sure what his powers are. But Tails is going to be able to fly, and with the new character they're introducing, what's his name? Sticks. He's going to be able to have his he's going to be able to like throw a boomerang and injure enemies that are far off or something. And I hope that seems like it's going to be pretty cool to see in a Sonic game. And but he's going to be voiced by sorry. He's going to be voiced by Nika Futterman. I hope that I pronounced that right. But from what I know of, she's she is actually a pretty talented voice actress. She also does the voice of Olga Bataki on the old Nickelodeon show Hey Arnold, and that's a great show in my opinion. So yeah, I think that this game is going to be great. But what I do like about it is that I do kind of like the characters' new designs. I do like what I see in the level designs so far. It's good. It's gonna the 3DS version kind of looks like it's gonna have the same type of gameplay as the Sonic generations for the 3DS, because this is just off of the 3-minute tech demo I saw. But you're going to be running around as Sonic in a 2D world, and you're going to be running through loops and stuff like that, usual Sonic stuff. So that sounds like it could be pretty kick-ass, and that's about all I have to say, really. I have to say, both games look fantastic. Both games they're graphically beautiful, and I hope that they learned from Sonic Lost World. But I do hope they learned from Sonic Lost World, I should say, that just because the game looks good does not mean everything else will fall into place. Because with Sonic Lost World, in my opinion, the game looked fantastic, but it had so many control flaws and so many level design flaws that it just ended up not being that enjoyable of an experience. And hopefully, once again, like the Sonic series always does, it'll have a kick-ass, memorable soundtrack, like pretty much every Sonic game does, in my opinion. And overall, I'm really excited for this game. So, just leave a comment saying what you think. Maybe tell me what your favorite Sonic game is, just out of curiosity. And that's about it. This is What's Up 290, and I'm signing off.